Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my good people? Welcome in to Tarot by K Daz. I am K Daz. Thank you so much for your love and light. I'll wait for a couple more people to come on in. Hey, come on in. Welcome in to Tarot by K Daz. I'm K Daz. How are you? Definitely let me know if you have any questions or if you just kind of stopped in just to kind of hear the real spill. But we're definitely going to do questions on astrology tonight. So if you're interested in astrology, definitely let me know. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come on in. But definitely say hey over here in the chat so I can see who you are, so I can say hey back, so I can personally invite you into this spiritual space. I would love that for me and for you. But I am Kate Dodds. Welcome. I'm trying to get a small little vibe going. We know we can't play any music because we already know how YouTube will definitely cut that off. So we're going to play some relaxing sounds. Cool. That works for me. So, but yeah, everybody come on in. Just getting my little stuff together. But welcome. How you doing today? How y'all doing today? How's the energy treating y'all? How y'all feeling? We got this Gemini moon, and we're also in the sign of Gemini. So communication is it's everywhere. It's here, there, and everywhere. We're feeling relatable. We're able to relate a little bit better with this Gemini sun and moon. And I got some questions also geared already for the question and answer that I have over on my Instagram. I post some questions. So if you guys want to follow me there, it's also Tarot by K Daz. So check me out on Instagram. I do daily inspirational messages, tarot messages. What else do I put on there? It's like all kind of stuff. Numerology. I be putting the spiel in. You feel me? The spiel be getting dropped. But yeah, I have a couple questions from over there that I kind of just want to highlight. You guys don't have any questions, we can go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep y'all too long. But yeah. So the first question was like, what is a birth chart? So if you know anything about astrology, or if you don't know anything about astrology, your birth chart is like your DNA. It's as if there was a picture taken of the sky at the time of your birth, and this correlates, or this makes up your birth chart, right? So the planetary alignments at the time that you were born, if we were to take a snapshot of what that was in the sky, that is what your birth chart is. And this is what a birth chart looks like. So I feel like, in case we are visual learners or whatnot, but that is a birth chart. And that's really like a birth. This is the birth wheel. This is what I like to call the pie chart, the birth pie chart. But what most people see as the chart is the little indications over here on the side that tell you what your sun is, your moon is, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus. I think I mean, True Node, Chiron, all of those, right? So it lets you know exactly where the planets were at the time that you were born, and then what zodiac sign correlated with those planets at that time. So that's what the small portion over here gets you. So what a birth chart is, like I said, is pretty much your DNA, or like your own tour guide to who you are, why you do the things you do, your habits, your creeds, the things you hold strong, your values, and the birth chart, like I said, the little small diagram, it lists out what exactly placements do you have in that planetary placement in the sky, which gives you almost a makeup of your personality in short. Now, the actual chart, the pie chart, gives you a more in-depth understanding of who you are and the different areas of your life and how they are going to manifest or how they're going to play out. Right? So our birth chart is important to us so we can gain a deeper understanding and overstanding on who we are, why we do the things that we do, why we have the habits that we have, why we are the way we are. It explains who we are to the core, right? And understanding our birth chart allows us to better understand and overstand who we are. So then, therefore, we can better understand or overstand someone else, allowing us to have that sense of not only grace, but that sense of graciousness to, not condemn someone so soon, or not put someone in in a cage, based off of our past experiences or based off of what someone else has said or status quo about a certain individual or situation. Knowing our birth chart or knowing ourselves allows us to have that power of knowing exactly who we are, why we tick, what triggers are ours, really remain and hold true to those things, and give ourselves that power back to be responsible in our own actions. It allows us to see exactly who we are and then redefine who we are based on that. It's like when you know better, you do better. So that's the importance of the birth chart. How you obtain your birth chart was a question, and you can like Google natal chart and birth chart. Those are the exact same things, interchangeable. So natal chart, birth chart, same thing. But you can Google how can I find my natal chart? Where can I get my birth chart? Now, a couple sites that I like to use, like no sponsors or nothing over here, but just I like to personally use when I first started. Cafe Astrology, I feel like, is bomb.com. Like, you cannot go wrong with Cafe Astrology. I feel like it's the meat and potatoes. It's the foundation. It helps you understand the whole astrology game. You know what I'm saying? From most layman's term, I guess you can put it. Now, a site that I also recommend is astrodynast.com. And I want to say it's just Astro, or you can put in astro.com, I think. When you Google stuff so much or you have stuff so much, it just comes up as a link. Hey, Nabrisha. Hey, Nabrisha, how are you? Welcome in. We're talking about the birth chart. If you have any questions about astrology, definitely let me know. I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. Ariche. I went to school with some Ariches. I don't know if that's your last name or if that's just like a cute little name, but I love it. I like Nabrisha too. That's cute. But yeah, if you have any questions, we're talking about birth charts and astrology and things in that nature, and we're talking about how you can obtain it at the moment. So if you go online, like I was saying before, and Google how can I get my birth chart how can I get my birth chart, it will give you a list of different sites or a list of different websites or different platforms that you can use to obtain your birth chart. But you would need to know the time you were born, the day you were born, clearly, and where you were born, and then your first and last name. And if you don't want to give out your first and last name, it's fine. You can just put, a bogus name. You can say Shakalazoom. I don't know. You could just make up something. It's not going to affect or hurt anything. But what you really need is that time, that location, and yeah, I want to say that those are the two. That's the real meat and potatoes. And if you don't have the time, if you're calling your mama and she ain't acting right. She don't know. She just don't know. It's okay. It's all right. Hold true. There's the other ways that you can figure it out. It just takes a little bit more effort. And I'll definitely do that in another video. Like, how can I find my birth chart if I don't have the time? But it takes a little, listen, mamas they be doing the most sometimes. But yes, so it takes a little bit more information to figure it out, but it's obtainable. It's not like you can't figure it out. But you can still rock with your sun and your moon sign just to get a more in-depth version or a more in-depth understanding on how you present yourself to the world and your emotions and your reactions to the world. Right. So the next question I had was how to read a birth chart. So how you read a birth chart. Now, this video, like, I'm just going to kind of like breeze over it just a little bit because it's reading a birth chart. Literally, you can spend months finding the details in a birth chart, and like, it goes deep, like it goes real deep. But just like on a surface level, just so you can get, the general understanding or the general like foundation or the pathway so that you can get deep. How we read our birth chart, like I was saying, you want to kind of start over here in this column. Let me just pull this back. I don't know if y'all can see that. I got a lot of notations. I just be doing a lot. This is my own personal birth chart. So it's a little chart. It's going to be a little chart over here. As soon as you plug in your information, it's going to say your name, where you're from, location, all that jazz, time. And then it's going to spit out exactly where the planets were aligned at the time you're born. So my sun is in Scorpio. So, of course, that's my sun sign, my moon, Gemini, so forth and so on. Welcome in. Thank y'all for coming in. We're talking astrology. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to answer any. And I already got a couple questions over here, so if not, if you want to just listen along, I'm down with that too. But any hoodle, so when you plug in all this information, it gives you your ascendant, right? Listen, and appreciate listen. It gives you your ascendant. So your ascendant sign is your mask. It's what you give off to the world. It's what other people see when they see you. It's if you were walking down the grocery store and you had your shopping cart and you was minding your business, it's what someone else would see from you. They would be like, "Ooh, she's standoffish," or "Ooh, she's pretty," or "Ooh, she's this," or "Ooh, she seems very bubbly," or "She seems very shy," like a bright light or whatever. It's what you give off. So now my rising is Capricorn rising, and what I give off is straight business. Like when people see me, they be like, "Oh, you mean mugging?" But meanwhile, I just be thinking, like my mind just be going a thousand ways, a thousand days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't be upset about nothing. I be in the best mood. Like, as soon as you say something to me, I'm like, "Hey," and you'll be like, "Dang, well, where that came from?" Because she was just giving me like, bitch Betty, like, like mean face. But that's just my rising, and I can't help the sternness or the seriousness that I give off when I'm like just chilling out, you know what I'm saying, in my own element. You feel me? But yeah, so the rising is like the cloak that you wear or the mask that you wear to the world, or it allows the world to be able to see you in a certain light until they better understand who you are, until you go up and introduce yourself to them, and then you develop a relationship, right? Then that's when they see your sun sign, which everyone in your family has seen, all your friends have seen your sun sign, your teachers, they've all seen the sun sign when they get to know you just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But the people who see you in your darkest moments, or the people who see you when things may not always be the best, or when things are the best, but you don't trust to tell somebody about it, that's when they see your moon sign. That's when they see your reactions on how you feel about a certain situation, right? Then our Mercury, which has to do with communication. This is how we relate to one another. This is how we understand or understand one another. This is how we write. This is how we move from to and fro, like how we multitask, or if we have the ability to multitask or not. Mercury also talks about the exact word, like how we speak, the wording that we use, how we sound, also as well is there. So Venus would be next, and Venus is all about how we love or what we are attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like what meets the eye. So if you like roses and I like daisies, that's it's not to say one is better than the other. It's just that my Venus like natures or quality was more attracted to the daisy than it was the rose. Still both beautiful flowers. I just choose the daisy and you choose the rose, or just whatever, vice versa. But Venus is all about those attractions. So it's all about that law of attraction, about who you attract or what you want to attract, what you want to bring into your life. That's Venus. Mars, on the other hand, is the things that you actually go after. So if Venus is the things that you find appealing or you find attractive, Mars is actually how you attract those things. You're actually your boss mode. It's you get into the bag, you get into the money, you get into what you're passionate about, what you've already seen with the eye or have been attracted to by the eye within your Venus like natures, and now your Mars is being activated so you can actually attack. You know what I'm saying? So that's Mars. It's that determination and drive. So whenever people see us go for the goal, or as they say, go for the goal, whenever someone's going for the goal, or whenever someone is striving or in their passion or living in their highest truth, that's their Mars being activated, and their Mars is constantly willing though, or helping will those things into fruition along with the other aspects in the chart. And then next we will have Jupiter, and that's how we are being rewarded in a sense. And it's not always about like the good luck, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about the expansions in life and how we deal with that bigger picture or that broader scale, or being able to see things in a longer vision and to see things more. What's the word I'm looking for? Intellectually, you know what I'm saying, to like see the the intellectual long gate or long scape of something, you know what I'm saying. And then with Saturn, which will be next, that's daddy. Okay, Saturn. And I meant to say that the moon is mama. That's Cancer. That's those are the rulerships, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But with Capricorn, that's daddy, and Capricorn is all about, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is all about restrictions, putting that foot down, making sure that everything is straight, making sure that you're going to be able to sustain your life, making sure that you're going to be able to set standards for your life, making sure that you're going to be able to be more productive in whatever goals that you are setting or trying to obtain. That's what Saturn comes to bring. It comes to bring that understanding of you can meet the mark, you will meet the mark, and this is how you're going to do it. Like no soldier left behind type. That's that very much that Saturn-like energy. So Saturn in our chart allows us to see those obstacles and allows us to see those places where we need to put the pause on, or literally put the pause on, you know what I'm saying, to alleviate situations to where we can get in our best and highest light, right? Uranus would be next, and Uranus allows us to develop new ideas, and it allows us to handle change or to bring change about our lives, or to bring a change in our lives so that we can change the mundane or change the normal structures or the normal ways that society wants us to do things or should say we should do things. Uranus comes and brings that shake up, and it allows us to accept change, and whether we can accept change or not, it's gonna come and shake some shit up on our monkey ass, and we just gonna be like, but why? I wasn't ready. That type vibe. The next one will be Neptune, and Neptune is all about the dreams and the desires of life. It's all about escaping. It's all about going in that mental void or to that mental unconscious space and allowing yourself to be spiritually guided, spiritually led, and to also allow yourself to be fruitful in a sense of just that dream. That you ever had like that really good dream and you just don't want to wake up? That's very much that Neptune vibe. It's just like be like swimming in this like dreamland of all the milk and honey. Just all the milk and honey. Just all the milk and honey, right? And sometimes it can get scary, you know what I'm saying? Because you could drown in a lot of milk and honey. You could drown. But it could also be good. You could also, live a lap of luxury, So it's very much that type of energy. Pluto would be next, and Pluto in our charts is all about a regeneration, a transformation, a death, a rebirth. It allows us to not only accept the change that Uranus has shook up or brought in at any point of our chart, but it allows us to really radically change and really say, okay, whether I accept the change or not, I know it's what's best for me, and I'm going to have to caterpillar to butterfly to move on out of this situation. And where will I go with my new wings? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And it's also the Pluto placement in our birth charts is also about death, but not the sense of death as in dying, but more of the transformation. But it also could have to do with that final step, but just not the last resting place. That's a different house, but we can get into that another time. But anywho, but like I said, it's more about that transformation. It's more about coming from that phoenix, coming from that fire, and allowing the ashes to fall beneath you and to rise above the occasion, right? So Pluto also brings us the energy of deep emotions, and it also allows us to tap into other people's money. So that's definitely also within that energy. And then our true node is what we are ascending or trying to ascend to in this lifetime. So our south node is our past lives, if you believe in past lives. If not, that's cool. But our south node is our past lives, and it's who we were in a past life. Now that we are in this life, now that we are ascending to be a better, a higher, a more developed, a more self-developed individual in this lifetime, we are shooting or trying to gain the knowledge and the experience so that we can be in alignment with our north node. So our north node is our higher self and who we are determined or who we are positioned to be in this lifetime. So that helps describe all of this here. We went from the top to the bottom, from the sun all the way down. I didn't say Chiron, I'm sorry. And then Chiron is all about those shake-up moments in life. Chiron is all about, or when Chiron's in our chart, it brings us a bit of dismay. It's like mayhem on them progressive commercials. Like Chiron, before you know it, he jumps in a planet and he just be like, oh, they thought they were shaking some shit up? So pepper, lemon pepper. Like, he just throw all the seasonings, and you just be like, damn, diabetes, like, or just whatever, blood pressure or whatever. I don't know. But I'm just saying, Chiron comes in, he throws salt on the fucking game. Like, he do not play. So and that's Chiron in our birth chart. So where we have Chiron is definitely a good place to just see exactly where he or she is. I don't want to give him a name like that, but because all these are divine, but where that placement is, and it just kind of helps you better understand, probably not probably, but where places in your life that have went haywire, or where you thought that they were going to go one way, but it was like, damn, I didn't see that coming, but that really took me for a storm, right? So that gives us a little bit more of a in-depth information on how to read the natal chart. Now, we talked about the diagram and the pie chart, and so this is the diagram on this right hand, probably your left hand side, and then the chart is this wheel here. And like I said, the chart gives you a more in-depth understanding and overstanding of who you are and where in life these things will take place. And then this chart over here gives us almost like a brief overview of our personality, our traits, habits, and things like that. So there's no difference in between the charts. It's just one has more information than the other one. And the planets, like I was talking about earlier, each of the planets have their own specific rulership. So it's as if each of these planets were children, and they lived in a house or a home, and in their home they had a mama and a daddy, or they had a parental guide, whether it's a mom or a dad. These are single parent homes for some of them. You know, some of them don't have single parent homes, but I mean, we all know what a single parent home is. But anywho, so some of the zodiac signs have single parent homes, like Aries is home to Mars, or is ruled by Mars, and then Scorpio is home to Pluto, or is ruled by Pluto. So those are the single parent homes for those two, but most of them are it's two planets, or two signs per planet. So the sun, I'll just write them down real quick. The sun is ruled by Leo, and the sun, sun is ruled by, I'm going down this right here. Right, I'm going to talk about the rulership. So the sun is ruled by Leo, the moon is ruled by Cancer, Mercury is ruled by Gemini, and it has also a rulership in Virgo. Venus is ruled by I'm like, I get my words on myself. Venus is ruled by Libra, and it also has rulership in Taurus. Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. Or I'm saying it backwards. Saturn rules Capricorn. I'm saying it backwards. That's probably why I got mixed up earlier. Uranus rules no, I'm fucking it up the other way. Uranus rules Aquarius, and then Pluto rules Scorpio, and that's a Neptune Neptune rules Pisces. Hello, good night. Will June 2020 be a good month for me? I can't say if it'll be. I don't have your chart in front of me, and I want to go ahead and speak it into your life that June 2020 will be an amazing month for you, me, and everyone who is watching this live, and everyone who is touched by that vibe, you know, because we're going to speak these things into existence. You know, positive affirmations and positive living is a real thing. Like, if we live positive, if we speak positivity over our lives, and we actually put the work in on an everyday basis, those things will manifest. And right now, with the sun in Gemini and the moon in Gemini, in that communicative sign, or in that sign of Mercury, the more that we communicate these things to the universe, the more that these things will be able to be reacted and reactivated into our lives. You're Cancer. Hey, Cancer, come on in. Water signs. Okay. So Cancer, June 2020. I would need just a little bit more information than that. However, I would need a little bit more information than that. Because I mean, and also, what do you mean, will it be good for you? Because what's good for you, you know? Some people, good for them is love. Some people, good for them is money. Some people, good for them is, I don't know, a bucket of fried chicken. I don't know. You know, it's like we gotta pull back and see exactly where we're going, so we can get, you know, the best out of what we are aiming at. So, but yeah, and like I said, June is gonna be good. June 2020 is gonna be litty for shitty to titty. Let me see. Planets. Let's look at the planets for June 2020. Well, I thought Nipsey Hussle was going to play, but I just remember we was on here. But yeah, but going back to that, like I was saying earlier about also the rulership. So we went down the rulerships, and then the next thing on the birth chart is the houses, and that's where everything takes place, or where the moments or the events in your life take place, or the areas in your life, take place. Hold on, I'm trying to read this too. Oh no, we don't want to know that. But Jim, send me a I think at the bottom there's a link. Click the link and send me an email, and send me if you have your birth chart or whatever, just send it to me, and we can go over it, and we can talk about June, and we can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. So I'm not like too focused on the phone trying to pull that up, but I'm more than happy to help. However, the houses is the next scoop, and there are 12 houses, just like there are 12 signs. They go around this nice wheel here, and they all have a different meaning. And we will get into that on the next video, because I don't want this video to get too lengthy. But the house placements, it's also a really dope understanding or understanding. It helps, like I say, you better understand the areas of life in which these things are going to take place. So it allows you to better understand the planets that are within this pie chart, so to speak. So we're definitely going to do that. But before I leave, I do want to leave with an oracle message just for the energy in the room. I don't know what that is. I keep getting this thing on my computer, y'all. I don't know. Let me. Oh no. I don't see it. But let's just leave with this message. Spirit, what is the message for our ears, our souls, our hearts, our mind? What is the message? Okay, well, we're going to get them both because they both came out. Is it two? Yeah, they're so thick. We have Starkeeper. And it says, cosmic ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded, allowing ourselves to gain closer to understanding and understanding so that we can promptly plant and invest those seeds in our lives and stay grounded within those seeds that we plant and invest in our lives so that they can come to fruition and bring us our highest good. And then we have the 7 Star Sisters. These cards are really beautiful too, by the way. They are from the Starseed Oracle. And this reads, birthing creations, tapestries of life and expression. And I feel like even though they came out together, they very much go together, because in order to tap into those tapestries and those creations of life, we have to first plant that seed. We have to first allow ourselves to sow that investment or sow that piece of understanding on who we are, so that we can better develop and grow and mature and evolve into our highest and best selves. So I think that's beautiful. So for me, I know that's definitely just like step into the light, Clarice. Step into the light. And so I'm here for that. But yes, I definitely hope to see you guys again. If you would like to follow me for daily insights, and like I said, we're going to do definitely another video on astrology. If you like this, definitely hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you feel led. If not, that's cool. But you can also follow me on Instagram at Tarot by K Daz. I would love to see you over there. And I'll probably do some readings tonight on there. Do some live readings. I got this new Golden Girls deck that I'm super geeked about, and I just want to do hello Dora K or Dora Ka. Hi, how are you? Welcome, come on in. But yeah, so over on Instagram, I will be doing some live readings, some personal readings, private, whatever you want to call them. They're gonna be real personal because I'm gonna be on live. But if you want to be read, or if you want to hear any messages from spirit, definitely follow me on Instagram at Tarot by K Daz. Or you can click. Can you click the link below? I think that'll take you just to my Square app. So no, just follow me on Instagram. Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for asking. We were just talking astrology. I had some questions and answers that I just finished going over, just different things about the birth chart, how to read it, how to obtain it, what is it, why is it important. So definitely click back through the video if you're interested on that. But like I said, we're moving over to Instagram in just a little bit to do some personal or private or just some fun reads. We just gonna do some tarot readings over there, and we can talk more astrology over there as well. Like I said, I just didn't want the video to get too lengthy. And what we're leaving off in this video is the houses and better understanding the houses. That's my little my little cheat sheet that I'm over here using for the questions that were asked. But the houses was the only thing that we did leave out of this video, so we will follow up on the next video with that. So I'll be so excited to see you guys in our next live video or recorded. I'll probably do it live again for sure though, but definitely catch me on Instagram. Like I said, Tarot by K Dawes, the same name on here, so just check me out. And like I said, we'll be over there. I'll probably do it in the next 30 minutes. Like, get you a little snack and come on back. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I got these new cards, the Golden Girl deck, and they are listen, I love this deck already. I just got it yesterday and I'm super geek. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. If not, be well, be blessed. I'm sending so much love and light from my home, from my heart to yours with no strings attached. Don't worry, you ain't got to give it back. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I am K Dawes. It has been a pleasure to enjoy your light, to enjoy your love, and to connect with your soul. All right, guys. Namaste, ashe, and all that good play. Bye, guys.